Hello, musicians. This is Corey Taylor from SkilledMusician.com, where we are helping musicians improve. Thank you so much for checking out this video. Now, a few weeks ago, I put out a video saying that I want to react to the subscribers' videos. So I asked you to upload a video to YouTube and comment that video to me, and I'm going to give you my live reaction, my live thoughts to what you've played. Well, today's that day. So let's not waste any time. Let's get started. So the video I'm reacting to today is one from a subscriber named Keisha. She sent in this clip where she's playing Thank You, Lord. So let's give it a listen. Let me pull it up and let's see what it is. Okay. All right. Okay, it's like an introduction. All right. That was nice. Okay, here's the song. Okay. All right, let me just talk about that walk up you did. So the intro is really cool. And coming out of it, you did a thing that was really nice. But I want to focus on that walk up right there. So we're in the key of D. Lost my pedal. All right. So there's a walk up from. I think you did that. But then it sounded like you went to like half diminished here, and then this next chord sounded like. And then something to that effect. But then the next chord was E half diminished. Okay, so my thought on this walk up. It's a lot of tension, and normally that walk up is. So at some point you have to release the tension to give the ear a chance to break. So you come in, okay, this is tense. So here you probably release it and then come back. And then especially on the E minor, let that be minor and release the tension. Excuse me. Instead of right. So, but let's keep going. So I'm gonna back it up a little bit to the 40-second mark. Let's do that. All right, that should be cool. Okay. Okay, hold on, stop right there. All right, so a lot of times, students would do what I call playing a nebulous line, meaning a line without direction. So you came out of, and then you just kind of did a thing, so kind of wrong. And then, like, we have this space before we get to the next thing, which would be fun, you know. So before we get there, we have a long space. Right, and so what do you do in that space? And a lot of times, students, when they're not sure, will play like a nebulous line, so or a line without direction. And so you did the thing, and then you went, and like it was that direction because the next thing you play, well, the next thing you should go to is the. Thank you, Lord. So if you're going to play a line, let it be with direction and purpose. So you're doing it. So, and if it was me, I would go, you know. So I would do that. Because why? I'm going to the line. I mean, the note I'm trying to get to. Okay, so let's keep the video going. Let's go to the 55-second mark. Okay, we're there. So keep the melody. So right there you went to E, but I think it was my mistake because you fixed it. But yeah, keep the melody. And that's the same thing we talked about earlier. Okay. All right, different changes. All right, nice. Cool. Oh. All right, wait. Let me talk about that. All right, so you did a whole step key change there. Looks like from D to E. And it looked like, or sounded like you did something like, we went to I think and then you did a sharp 9, sharp 5 chord. What was it? This is the measure. So yeah, this sound. So and then you went to E. Okay, so this is this is really cool, and then I want to change at the same time. So let me explain what I mean. This, so you're going, right, and you're trying to figure out how to get to E. And I see what you did here. You did. So this is, for those that don't know, this is a B7 sharp 9 sharp 5. So just, but not without the root on the bottom. So B7 sharp 9 sharp 5 rootless, right? Well, I have the root here, but and it works really well from the chord you're coming from. So you're coming from G, like in first inversion, and then you're gonna go like a B, and you figure B7 will lead you to E, right? Because B dominant chord wants to go to E, which is true. However, you want to make sure you prepare the ear for E. So this B7 works great from where you're coming, but it doesn't work great to where you're going. And that's the more important thing. Where am I going? I'm going to E. How can I make the E feel right? So what do I mean? This D is not in the key of E, so it's out of the key. So melodically, this is a jump from, matter of fact, it's a tritone jump. This is your, that's a difficult thing for the ear to accept. If you look at these notes, like a lot of these notes are not in the key of E, so it's a very tense chord for where you're going. So one thing I like to do, one of my secrets, is I like to make the melody work with both keys. So whatever my melody is, I'm going to make sure, I'm going to try to use common tones. So a melody that's in D and E. So let's look, what notes are in both D major scale and E major scale? So D major scale is, right? And E major scale is, all right, so there are a few notes that are common. E is common to both, F sharp is common to both, A is common to both, B is common to both, and C sharp is common to both. So I have these tones that are common to both keys. So whatever my melody is, I'm going to try to make it common to both of these. All right. And so you have the idea of playing a B chord, a B something to get you to E, which makes perfect sense. But remember, it's all about where you're going, not where you came from. So I know you're saying I play a B chord, but it was sharp 9, sharp 5. Well, yeah, this doesn't lend well to go to E major in this context. That said, I'm going to contradict myself. Doing a half step approach might make that work, right? That's one way you can do it. Because B7 does lead you to E. Now B7 sharp 9 sharp 5 more so leads you to E minor. So that's the sound here. So you can use this to get to E, and if doing a half step approach, that might actually work, right? But let's see some other ways I might do it. Let's see. All right, let's see if we try to find something that's not as so. And so what I'm doing is playing around with those common notes that are common in both keys. So let's see if we can do it kind of. So yeah, that's a possible way as well. So if you want to use that chord, you can, but let's make the melody G so we just slide up. And so it's a little cooler, or a little easier on the ear, or try to use common tones. All right, so let's keep going. Let's keep going. Okay, so yeah, you got to be careful about the melodic choices we're making. We want to make sure we stick with the melody. So the melody, thank you, Lord. So that's the melody. And you added the thank you. You went to. So you want to choose a melody that fits. That's sonorous with the key, or consonant with the key. In this case. So I could do all right, so it's basically, and I'll add the C in there so you can see it. It's just basically A flat 7 with a flat 9 and flat 5. But you know it's my melody. So even though I have notes that are outside of the key, well, A is not, but C and D are, it's okay because my melody's in. All right. So yeah, and also this is an A flat 7 chord, so it's gonna be a dominant chord. And one of the telltale signs that's dominant is the inclusion of the G flat. So by playing the major, that kind of is a clash a little bit, that or something like that. So yeah, I would try to stick to something. All right, so let's keep going. So let's back it up maybe to 130. All right, then, right, okay. Okay, so, okay, I think you missed the note there or two, but again, it's that same nebulous melodic line. So I think you did some like, and then, but there was a lot of extra melodic notes there that weren't the melody. So, and they're just kind of there to fill the space. So you want your melodic line to have direction. So where's it going? So you got to ask, what's the next melodic note? And how do I get there? Instead of just kind of playing notes to fill the space. Have a direction. A point that you're going to. All right, let's keep playing it. Let's go to 150. Let's start there. Okay. Nice. Okay, cool. All right. So my main thoughts about that are, listen, like it sounds like you like to play with a lot of tension, but tension has to be released. If everything is tense, it doesn't give the ear a chance to rest, and your ear definitely wants to rest. Secondly, any melodic line you play has to have direction. Don't just play melody or melodic line, single line stuff just to fill a space. It needs to have a direction. And then with the key change, make sure you're thinking about where you're going so you can easily get there. And the best ways are stepwise motion. So we went from, and that worked, or like a stepwise motion. Those are generally the best. And then there was one section there that I didn't talk about, but I heard it. You did a substitution. So you did like a, something like that. So it's like a, and you did that instead of doing, instead of that, you did, I guess you can do it, but you want to make sure you're treating it very clearly, and the chords you're playing are very consonant. Yeah. And personally, I would have, if you want to go to the A instead of the C sharp minor, I would still play it normal, and then maybe so you kind of sneak it in. That's A, but just in first inversion, or kind of a little bit sneakier instead of kind of right frontally in your face with it. But listen, it was a great introduction. That was really interesting. And you start, if I remember correctly, you started on like G, and we're going from G to F, and then you did like a cool change to get out of it, and then you were in D. So that was pretty interesting, and the ending was cool. You went to that kind of the A minor to D7 to back to E. So that was cool too. So there are a lot of cool things that you had in there, and so I would just say, yeah, tension and melody are going to be your main two concerns. And then also, and just make sure everything has a clear direction. Even your chords, a clear direction where we're going. And that's the focus, where we're going, not where we came from. So thank you so much, Keisha. You did an amazing job, and it takes a lot to be, brave enough to send in your recording to hear feedback. So thank you so much. Great job, great work, really talented. And the small little tweaks, I think it'll make major returns for you. So if you want to hear me react to your playing, here's all you have to do. Just upload the video to YouTube. Make sure you tag me, so put @SkilledMusician in the title somewhere. And you don't have to make it public. You can make it unlisted. And then write me a comment down below in this video or the first video where I asked about the subscriber reaction videos. And just put that link to it and let me know who you are, and put the link to the video, and I'll react to your video. And lastly, if you're a musician and you're struggling, you need help, listen, I would love to help you. I'm going to put a link in the description box so you can set up a 15-minute call with me, a video call where we can talk. And I want to see if I can help you in your growth. So if you're struggling, you're a gospel musician that's struggling, trying to figure it out, and you need some help, let's meet and let me help you. All right, so until the next one, be blessed and happy practicing.